The full story of 9/11. September 11th attacks. Introduction. September 11th, 2001, a date that changed the world forever. On this morning, the United States faced the deadliest terrorist attack in its history. The events of that day shocked the world, changed international politics, and started a global war on terror. The morning of the attack. It was a clear Tuesday morning in New York City. People were heading to work, students were going to school, and everything seemed normal. At 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11, a passenger plane hijacked by terrorists, crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. People thought it was a terrible accident. But just 17 minutes later, at 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175, another hijacked plane, crashed into the South Tower. Now the world realized this was no accident. This was a terrorist attack. The Pentagon and Flight 93. At 9:37 a.m., American Airlines Flight 77 hit the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense in Washington, D.C. A fourth plane, United Airlines Flight 93, was also hijacked, but passengers fought back against the terrorists. The plane crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, before it could reach its target, believed to be either the White House or the U.S. Capitol. Collapse of the Twin Towers. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed after burning for 56 minutes. At 10:28 a.m., the North Tower collapsed too. In less than 2 hours, both of New York's tallest buildings were reduced to dust. More than 2,977 innocent people from over 90 countries were killed that day, including passengers, workers, firefighters, and police officers. Who was behind the attack? The terrorist group Al-Qaeda, led by Osama bin Laden, claimed responsibility for the attacks. 19 terrorists hijacked the 4 planes and used them as weapons against the U.S. Aftermath. The entire world was in shock. The U.S. declared a war on terror and invaded Afghanistan to hunt down Osama bin Laden and destroy Al-Qaeda. Air travel around the world changed forever. New security systems, metal detectors, and strict rules were introduced at airports. Years later, in 2011, Osama bin Laden was found and killed by U.S. Navy SEALs in Pakistan. Legacy. 9/11 changed how nations think about security, terrorism, and unity. Every year, on September 11th, people across the world remember the victims and heroes who lost their lives that day. Famous quote: "Even the smallest act of service, the simplest act of kindness, is a way to honor those we lost." By President Barack Obama.